Hello to everyone. Hi. For my German sisters, this is a meeting in English, my first English meeting or call. And I'm so very happy to see so many sisters of mine in Germany and Austria, and also so many new faces. And I invite every sister here to open the camera because on the one hand you will not be on the video. On the other hand, these spaces we create inside sisterhood with women, there's a path we have to go to heal, and it's taking space and show us how we are. So today I got dressed up, but sometimes in my meetings I'm with my hair undone. I don't wear any makeup, and for me it's very important that we have these spaces where we just meet within our heart and with our souls, and we get in circle because we honor our feminine side and our ancestors, and they hold so much wisdom, and they were connected deeply with the cosmic love, what we call in the Andes, we call it Munai. And today I'd like to invite you to feel some of this energy and the space we can create inside of womanhood. So I welcome you all, and I'm very happy and excited because this space we open today, it's not just sisterhood, it's a net. We are, I don't have every word, but we are doing a red over the earth. Here are sisters from all places I can imagine, in Asia, in the USA, and in Europe. So this is very special to me. It's I think it's also a message for me and from Pachamama, that we, the woman, we have the strength and love to get together again, like our ancestors, like before. And there's no limit in territories. There's no limit in phases of our lives. We just are here because something in us called us. And I think that was the grandmother moon. And in the Andes, it's for me, or for us, she is called La Paxi Mama or Kia Mama. So this is two words. Paxi Mama is a word in Aymara, the origin language in Peru and Bolivia, and the other language is Quechua, and it's Mama Kia. And the moon for us is a grandmother or mother, and we honor her because she reminds us, she holds a wisdom which we forgot in our lives as women, and what some sister circles now are getting back, the wisdom and the connection to the cycle of the moon, to the cycle of our feminine body, of being a woman and being it naturally. And the Paxi Mama, she sometimes has messages for me, since I think it's 1 year ago I connected so deeply with her and another spirit which is called Inal Mama, which is the spirit of the coca plant. Perhaps you heard of the plant. In the Andes we make readings with the coca plant, and these two spirits are the grandmothers, which are like my allies in this time. And for those who don't know me, my name is Sayarta, that's my cosmic name. And with my husband, Iyaripa, and our children, we travel now. In November, we began to travel the world, and the first place was Asia. So everything is new for us, and we had such an amazing and warmly invite in Singapore. The spirits, the Apus, we call the Apus are the spirits of the Andes, of the mountains. They opened the path to have a little gathering and to connect with women or with people. So we felt so deeply that this traveling or this journey is also to give and to take the message we hear sometimes, or which the Pachamama, the Paxi Mama gives us, that we have to share. Sometimes we have the space and physically, and now I'm very thankful we can do this. We have the space here in distance. So when we come together and we connect with these spirits and with the deep energy of our ancestors and Paxi Mama, it's important for us to have a sacred space where we are safe for many energies which are around us, but also a space where we go back, we go inside, we connect with our heart. Because sometimes in the day-to-day, we are so in our mind, we think a lot, we have to do so many things, and there's sometimes no space for our heart. And some of my sisters here, they know this connection, and when it comes to our heart, we, the woman, we have a second heart, and the second heart is our womb. So many of you, perhaps you heard about that the womb or the uterus, the physical uterus, is an organ which is so much more than we could think about. It's a portal where we can open the dimension of our dreams and visions. And it's just the part of us inside we still reject sometimes. We reject our cycle, our emotional roller coaster sometimes, our menstruation. And perhaps you feel sometimes that you would like not to have menstruation, or you would just be every day in the same energy. And this is a wound of our ancestors, and it's now time to go to connect deeply with this temple and to hear what what the uterus has to say, and which kind of feelings we have in our heart. We didn't have had space to hear them or to feel them. So every time the Paxi Mama is full and in her plentiness, it's the time when we get more sensitive. Everyone, but we, the woman, we are so connected to the waters of the world, of the earth. And the Paxi Mama, what she does with her light and her energy, she moves the waters. Like, in the sea, you can see it, how she moves. And when we are so moved in our waters, which are our emotions, then sometimes we forgot who we are. Sometimes we think we have no limit. Sometimes we rethink our lives and relationships. And our ancestors, they gathered in circles, sacred circles around the fire, just to hear their sisters and to take space and to give space to their words. And every word they spoke came out of their deeply wisdom. And for them, the womb, the uterus, was the well of this wisdom. because they connected with the intuition, with the visions. So they shared their words, and they are shared and heard, and nobody had to answer or had questions. They just stayed in this sacred hearing and sharing. And this is something we don't have in our society. When we talk to somebody, they talk back. We have discussions. And what we don't have anymore is spaces where our soul words have space just to be there. So today, like we are many women, we will not have the time for every woman to share, but we have time to feel one another and to feel inside us the energy of the Paxi Mama. And I will guide you, and may I tell you some more things which I can tell from the Andes and from what Paxi Mama shares with me sometimes. So I invite you now to close your eyes and to leave them closed until we finish this opening of sacred space. So when I still talk, you just be confident that it is okay to close eyes and to just be with yourself. And you can connect with your breath, or you can connect with your feet, because it's important that we feel the earth. And you can put your one hand on your heart and another hand on your lower stomach and your womb. It's very deep. It's beneath I don't know the name, but it's very deep, the womb, the uterus. So breathe in and breathe out and hear your breathing, and just can connect to the earth. And I invite you to think about your territory. This is very special in this moment because we are in so different territories. So I invite you to think about a mountain or a well or the sea, which is near to your house or your territory. And our ancestors, they were connected to these temples on earth. They knew the spirits. They gave them gifts and songs, melodies, sometimes flowers. So I'm sure you have in your city or where you live some waters or mountains to connect. And just feel the energy of these places. Sagrada Pachamama, Pachataita, Paxi Mama, abuelita, Paxi Mama, Quilla Mama. Hoy en este momento tan especial te invito, abuela Paxi Mama, de estar aquí con nosotras, tus hijas. Abrimos un espacio, círculo de medicina, para recibir tu medicina, tu energía sagrada, para recordar nuestra sabiduría, para conectar nuestro corazón con nuestra matriz y hacer aquí un trabajo de conexión, de tejido entre territorios, entre hermanas. Hampi, abuelita, Paxi Mama, aquí estamos para escucharte, para recibir tu amor y recibir tus mensajes. Abuelitos, mamacuna, taitacuna, abuelitos, espíritus apos de este lugar sagrado en Camboya, abuelos apos, apos Sangati Limani, Yampu, Huayna Picchu, Machu Picchu, Yeromillo, Huilacota. Aquí estamos para escucharlos y recibir su Sami. Que se abra un espacio protegido, un espacio de Munai, para hacer nuestros nuevos primeros pasos en este tejido mundial de la energía arcoíris. Anyay, 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 anyay. So deeply breathe in and breathe out. And try to imagine that the Paximama, the moon, is here with us in her plentiness and her light. And the light the moon has is not just the light of the sun, but she has her own plasma, and this plasma is an energy we can receive in our head, in our heart, and also in our uterus. So I invite you to open in confidence your head and feel how the moonlight slightly goes into your head, and you can feel it like slightly cold water, which is now floating into your heart area. And breathe in and out. And now you can open up so this plasma of the moon can connect your heart with your uterus. And if you feel there's some place where there's like a blockade, or where you cannot feel the light just inside of you, you can say to Paximama, or you can say, Grandmother Moon, please, here I am your daughter, and I open my heart and my womb to reconnect with you, to reconnect with your love and your energy, because I am your daughter. And feel like she is embracing you, she's giving you love. And when your uterus is ready, you can also let the light of her inside your womb. And give it time. And you can look inside of you. You can watch like how the light gently and warmly is inside your uterus. And sometimes you can feel, oh, there's like a shadow, or you feel perhaps the light is not so brightly. Then with your heart and your desire, you can say, Paximama, here I am ready for your light. I open up for you because I am you, and I remember. So breathe in and breathe out. And there's another connection which sometimes is not there anymore because of our day-to-day. It's the connection between our uterus and the earth. And now we will invite Paximama to help us to do this connection to the earth, because it's very, very important for us that our womb is connected energetically with the earth. Then when you're ready and okay with it, you let the light go down, and you can feel like lightly roots going down from your uterus and your vulva and slightly going to the earth. Don't forget to breathe. You can lightly open your mouth so the energy can circulate. And in the moment you connect with the earth, you also can welcome Mother Earth, and you can tell her, Mother, here I am. I'm your daughter, and I remember that I have many grandmothers. Here I am again, remembering the wisdom of my ancestors, because I am the daughter of Mother Earth. And if you want, I invite you also to say, from today on, I will honor my grandmothers, my cosmic grandmothers, and I will bring gifts to you, like roses or a song, a melody, because I reconnect with my mission as a woman. And my mission as a woman is to heal myself and also share with my sisters. Breathe in and breathe out. Then we thank Paxi Mama, we thank Mother Earth, and our sisters here in the circle. Anyay Paxi Mama, Anyay Jaipa Mama, abuelitas sagradas de esta tierra, de abuelitas cósmicas. Gracias por estar aquí con nosotras. Gracias por tu medicina, abuelita Paxi Mama. Anyay, anyay. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, come back, take a little time. If you want, you can drink something, because the connection was short, but sometimes energetically it's very, very big and strong, and perhaps you can feel something in your uterus, or tomorrow some women can have their menstruation a little bit before than normally, and I invite you just to welcome any energetic or emotional movement, because it's just what we try to reconnect is this consciousness of feelings, emotions, energies. We are connected inside our woman body and the cosmos. So I'd like to share with you something. Sometimes Paxi Mama, she gives us a message and she reminds us of the wisdom of our ancestors. And in the Andes and other cultures, we reconnect with abuelas, grandmothers of 10,000 years ago. So their wisdom is sometimes different than the wisdom our ancestors from 5 generations ago had. And what they remember us is, in these days, the sacred time of pause, the sacred time of being still and not have any activities. In Germany, for example, in the north, it's the winter is very, very deep. It's so cold, and everything in the nature is still. Here where I am in Cambodia now, it is very, very hot, but I feel that something in me is wants not to do anything. And when we walk the conscious path, then we can feel that this is not because I'm tired, or I'm on my menstruation, or I have nothing to do, but it's a calling inside of us. And our ancestors in the Andes, for example, they were so connected to the cycle of the cosmos that they communicated. Like what I am telling you, for them it was normal to go to the tree or to the river or to the well and talk to the spirits. Nowadays it's some women, some men are doing this. They are remembering the language of nature, but mostly in society it's not something which is normal. But when we go back and remember this connection and the communication we can have, then we can get so deep medicine. And the medicine the Paxi Mama is giving us now is the sacred rest. So what we can do today is ask ourselves, when was the last time I felt resting like something sacred. Normally we are tired from work, or we have there's nothing to do, so we get the phone, or we get on the phone, or we on the TV, or we sleep. But there's something between. And the winter in the north and the Paxi Mama, they show us what is important. And important is for the earth and the moon that is just to be. In the winter, and the earth is cold, there's no flowers, there's nothing, there's no movement. And when there's snow, we cannot hear good the noises. Everything is still. And the moonlight of the Paxi Mama, she's like, how do you call? She's giving the sacred life, sacred light to this territory and to the snow. And this is something we today we can get for like medicine for us. Today, this night of the moon, and tomorrow also, to have a space. It can be 5 minutes or 1 hour, where we open the space and we say, I'm the daughter of the earth, I'm the daughter of the Paxi Mama or the moon, and today I remember and I honor my ancestors, and I will breathe in and breathe out and just welcome the energy to fill my body and to rest this 5 minutes or this hour or this 3 hours. And you can observe that this 5 minutes or 3 hours will change the following 2 or 4 weeks we have. Because the cosmic law here is the cycle of the moon. When you rest sacredly, then you will be in plentiness sacredly. The abundance of a woman can be there or will be there if you also live the pause, the resting. A flower cannot have a flower and cannot be beautiful and grow when she's not the seed is not resting inside the earth before. So the moon in the winter, for example, in Germany, is telling us these times that our world is too fast and we are obligated to rest. And if you go on and on and on, you go to your work after you have meetings, in the night you're with a cell phone, and in the weekend you have dates, there's no rest. And our energy will sometime be empty. And then we think about why am I not happy, or why is there not abundance in my life? But it's because I don't respect the sacred cycle. And the spirits and our ancestors, they want us to remember. And there are so many sister circles, sisterhoods remembering. And it's something which is very important in these times. So everyone here knows that are happening very, very sad things around the world nowadays. And we, the woman, we can feel the collective energy inside our womb. And that's the reason, because sometimes we are very, very sad and we don't know why. Not every time it's because our wounds. Sometimes it's because we feel the wounds of the collective woman. What can we do? We cannot be sad together, because it's just giving more sadness. What we can do is remember and reconnect, because when we do this sacred resting now, we go back to respect our energy, our female energy, because it's what is different to men. They don't have this feminine circle. They also connect with the moon, but on another level. We can connect inside our uterus. We can let her in, and she can activate the uterus. And perhaps some of you will dream today in sleeping, or you start dreaming about what you desire inside yourself. When can we do this dreaming? When can we do this manifesting? It's when we rest, when we respect our space, where we don't move, just respirate. We are inside of us, and it's a time of deep wisdom. Normally, this resting is connected to the new moon, because the new moon is the dark moon. The moon rests, but the message from the Paxi Mama this time is to rest now. And I think it's because we need her light and her love to allow us to rest. Because sometimes when she's not there, when her light is not there, it's very hard to feel, because we feel sometimes so dark and we feel rage and sadness. So today and until tomorrow, the energy is very high, and we can connect. You can feel like a warm shower of light of her. And this is the time where you can get your messages too and your medicine. So I invite you. You have nothing to do, especially you don't have to do every time big rituals, or you don't have to sit down for meditation and try to not to think. Sometimes it's very simple. You can get a candle, you can sit down, you breathe in, breathe out, you say, I'm daughter of grandmother, of you grandmother, and I'm the daughter of the earth. And here I am just to rest myself, just to be with me. And this is what, this is where Paxi Mama will be your, like your grandmother, and she will hold you by your hand for this 2 weeks or 4 weeks we will have. And then there comes another cycle also, another cycle, another month, a new energy, and the energy changes. And our ancestors, they knew, they had words, names for every moon and every month, because they knew that every moon has another energy. So I'm not expert in star constellation, but I hear her messages, and it's always what the astrology says. And I invite you also to reconnect with your wisdom, because you can hear her also. You can go to the woods, to the trees, and you can hear them, they talk. You can go to the stones, they talk. And our ancestors in the Andes, they are deeply connected with the nature. And they do, we call that despachos or haiwariquis. They do like big mesas with gifts with seeds and flowers, and they do the prayers, and then they give them this to the fire, abuelo fuego, or they give this to the earth, to Pachamama. And when we do slightly reconnect with the nature, we will connect with our ancestors and their wisdom, and also their abundance. So I think for today that was what I wanted to share with you. I didn't plan this, so every time I share also in German, I just do the call and then I see what comes out. So I hope that the message, you could receive it in your heart. And I invite you, I think I will do another gathering perhaps next month, so we can do not networking, but the net between the territories and women, because it's very, very good to have a space to connect. So I will close the sacred space. I invite you to close your eyes for a moment, and inside of you, you just be thankful for yourself, that you took your time to be here, that you connected, because sometimes we need strength to connect, because there are wounds and so many things. And try to think in your territory, and the waters and the mountains you have near you, and just say thank you. They are your ancestors, and they are what they can give you strength. Breathe in and breathe out. Nyai Pachamama, Nyai Tata Inti, Paxi Mama, Abuelita, quiero mío, Abuelita, Paxi Mama, Inal Mama. Les agradezco por su energía, por su medicina, por estar aquí, por este espacio que hemos tenido atravesando estos territorios. Agradezco la energía arcoíris y los mensajes recibidos. Anyaya, Pocuna, Tetaikuna, Puilimani, Yampo, Buena Potosí, Kiayaya, Hermandad de la Rosa. Anyay, anyay, anyay. Que se cierre este espacio, que se cierren los templos, que nada quede atrás. So when you feel, you can open your eyes.